Hi everyone. In this given problem statement, we have to design and add search word data structure. So basically, we have to implement a word dictionary. So word dictionary you have to initialize, we have to add words and search word. But there is one trick. Return true if there is any string in the data structure that matches the word, or false otherwise. The word may contain dots where dot can be matched with any letter. So let's say if I have add the word BAD. Now I have got a search index of dot .ad. So AD, right? So B can be dot can be matched with any character from A to Z. So B got matched and A and D got matched, so you can return true out here. So if I do it in this way, normal matching, it is going to take a lot of time. We have to solve it in a linear time. How to do it? We can use a tier tree. So let us take this example. We have to add the word BAD. So I say B, A, and D have got added. Then we have another word DAD. So D, A, D. Then there is another word MAD. MAD also got added. Now we are getting just search characters, right? Then we got something called PAD. So if I go to here and search right tier tree, so in this tier node, right, is there any word or is there any children that is getting matched with the word B? It is not, so you can return false. There is something called BAD. So B, I got the B, then I am going to get the A and D. So and here, right, the last word is this is the end of the word, which is true. So I can return true out here. Then these are the two other words. So if I have to write or implement tier node, right? So I can say class, and I can say false. Now, if I'm searching it up, right, how do I implement this dot one, right? So the dot one can be implemented. We can write a DFS function. Okay. So if I write a DFS function, I can get all the children of this tier node. So the children are BDM. So BDM I already got. Now from here, right, I am going to iterate over this one. So B, then there is A and there is T. So I can return true for this one. Similarly, there is B. So again, for B, I have come here and there are two dots. But because it has only one route that it can take place or one character that it can match, right? So it would get matched with A and D, which can also be returned true. So if I have to write a DFS function, right? So let's say def DFS. Here it is going to take the current root, or let's say current trial node. So equal to root of this tier tree and also the index of the word that we are searching right now. So if the current index is equal to length of the word, right? Then I can check, or I can say return cur dot end of word. So that is basically mean, right? Have we reached to the last point? Then only we can return it. In the other cases, right, I can say C equal to word of index, and here I can basically try doing it in this way. For child in for child in cur dot, or here I have to check if it's a dot, then only I'm going to do it. If C equal to dot. So if C equal to dot, in that case what I can do, I can run my DFS function. So for child in cur dot children dot values. So if it's a dot, right, so it is going to take all the children B, D and M, and I can say, or I can call the DFS function with the current child, and I have to pass in the next index. So index plus 1, because we had already checked for the dot, right? We have to move to the next one, and if it's correct, then we can return true, else we have to return false. In the other case, right, in the else case, it would be a simple thing. So I will check for C, or let's say if C not in cur dot children, then return false, else it would be cur equal to cur dot children, and here I have to pass in the current C value, and I have to call the DFS function with this current cur, and again index plus 1. So that would be the idea. Now let us jump to the Python solution, where if I code this up, I think things are going to get even more clearer. Let us first implement the tire node. So it would be and here I can call the definite function, and here it would be self dot children would be a empty dictionary, and self dot end of word is going to be false for now. Now if I say self dot root equal to now for doing an add word, so I can say cur equal to self dot root for W in word if W not in cur dot children, then cur dot children of W equal to node, and I can just increment the pointer, so cur equal to cur dot children of W, and at last I can say cur dot end of word equal to true. That is the basic idea how it is going to work. Now for searching, right, and searching is going to be the most complicated part, because here we're going to call the DFS. So I can write my DFS function. Here the value would be cur and the index. So to call this, right, I can say, so cur equal to self dot root, and I can call this function DFS with my cur, and the initial value would be 0, and I can just return the value. Now once I call it, right, the first thing I'm going to check if index equal to length of word. So in that case I can return cur dot end of word. So that is basically going to give me, right, whether you have reached the end of the word or not, in case that value is true or false. Else I can say find the character, so it would be word of index if C equal to dot, that is basically means I can match it with any word. So I can say for child in cur dot children dot values, I can call the DFS function, and here I can pass in the cur value, or instead I can pass in the child, and I can have to pass in the next index, so index plus 1, and it can return true. In case the value is not present, then return false. In the else part, right, so here I can check if C not in cur dot children, then return false, else cur equal to cur dot children of C, and then I call my DFS function with the current cur, and again index plus 1. So that's pretty much the solution. Let me run it up. I hope it's going to work. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. It will be try node, and let me run it back again. It is throwing some error. Let me check it out. Yeah, one more mistake I made, right? It should be return DFS, so it would be return, and then I call the function. So let me run it back again. As you could see, the public test case is passed. So let me close it up so that you can see the code all at once. And now let me submit the code. As you could see, there is one more error, which is it is returning false. Yeah. Let me run back again. Yeah, here let me do one more small change. So if DFS is returning true, then I can return true out here. Let me submit bit back. Let me submit it. As you could see, it ran successfully now. And I think the time complexity is 69.15, which is pretty efficient, because if I look into the time complexity of it, right, it is pretty efficient solution. So it is like in the linear time. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one.